Alrighty guys, so last night, and I don't remember if I made a video when I was done with this or not, but I put this direct mount 40-inch deck on this 71, I don't know if it's a C, CI, pretty sure it's not a CS, but anyhow, I put this on here, and I put the yokes on here. I found two 50-inch deck wheels and put in the casters, put two pins in. Adjusted the deck, got the quick hitch bolted up, messed around for a while and got the hood off of this. I put a oil pressure gauge in it, on it, however you want to look at it. And this also has the snake skin on the muffler. This has remote PTO. This also has a governor, which I didn't really monkey with that, and I see the throttle cable is unhooked up here, so great. So I'll have to monkey with that a bit. But anyhow, this was the only one out of the bunch so far that has had oil in it. I did change the filter. Granted, this oil is black, but it's at the full level. So I'm debating about draining the oil before I circulate it through this filter. At least if I drain the oil, I'll be starting out with mostly fresh oil. But in that retrospect, I should have also left the old oil filter on there, but it was kind of rusty looking. I didn't want it to blow apart. So, I don't know. I think I'm just going to drain it. If it smokes, you know, whatever. But that's my thing. I want to get this thing running. Just see A, how the tractor is, and B is see how this mower deck sounds. You know, I've been wanting to try this out ever since I brought it home. I'm finally getting around to it, and I'll get back to loosening up this throttle cable here tonight. Maybe I'll dink around with that some more after this. But anyhow, I monkey with this. I know it turns over. Haven't actually tried the electric start, but what I'm gonna do is I'll just use my electric start cart to get this thing running the initial time, and then we'll go from there. So, all right, ready, set, break. Because I'm gonna open the door while I'm not filming. That way I get the cool breeze from outside. Because I'm standing here sweating right now. I'll tell you guys what. Whew. So here it goes. Realization number one. It has a starter clutch on it that's not threaded for a bolt on the end. So I'm either going to be strap starting this one, or I guess maybe I'll throw the battery in here out of the electric start cart and just see if it'll crank up. And the governor linkage was unhooked. I hooked it back up and everything seems to move. The choke is stuck. Governor seems to work, turns over. I haven't checked for spark yet. We'll do that. Oh, well, I guess that could be a problem. So that cable's not going to work. So, yeah, maybe I'll just jump the starter direct and just see what happens. I'll get the camera out and throw a spark tester on it and just see what happens here. I think I'm just going to roll the dice with the old oil for now. I don't feel like draining it. I probably should, but maybe I will. I don't know. I keep talking myself in and out of that. So anyhow, let me drain the oil and then get back to that. It's not like it'll take hours to drain, right? Right. So I have glanced over a few things here. I was spinning the tractor over trying to get the starter chain to loosen up in it. I had the spark tester on it. It had no spark, and these points in here are pretty bad. Focus. I think you guys can see them, but they're pretty bad. So, clean the points, see if we got some spark on the bench. And I can throw it back on, throw some oil in it, throw some power to the starter, and see if everything else works, and we'll give her some gas and we'll see what happens here. So pretty much, guys, I put everything back together here, and I'm just gonna go for a Hail Mary and see if it'll start. I did check and make sure it'll gotta put the choke on, it's a little stuck yet. Anyhow, I have fuel to the carburetor. I did make sure the electric start turns it over. The only thing I don't like is I'm right in front of the exhaust here, so get rid of the spark tester. I could probably pull start this thing, but yeah. I guess the wind's gonna blow the door shut on you guys. Okay. Go for broke, see what happens here. Oh, PTO's rocking gauge. Nice. Was that PTO spinning in the first place? I don't know. I'll have to watch that on the camera. But yeah, sounded decent. I think it had a little bit of oil pressure. I throttled it the whole way down there and it shut off. I don't know. So we definitely need to adjust throttle down lower. And I need a pair of pliers with a clip back on. Hold on one sec. Oh. These pliers I grabbed are a little stuck. Hopefully they'll do the job. Maybe that's the reason they were laying there on the floor, huh? I don't think I have a... Hold on. Need a screwdriver to adjust the curve. Instead of a T-handle, this has a screw on the end for the main jet. Oh, and of course the whole thing's spinning, because why not? Well, I want to open it up just a little bit, see if I can't get it to sit here and idle. Would be nice. So it runs pretty decent. I need to adjust the governor linkage so it moves the carb butterfly back a little further. But otherwise it seems decent. It has good oil pressure. It's just bleeding off now. The only thing I'm wondering is if the fan is touching or something. I can kind of hear it making noise, but I'm trying to get it to idle and not scream wide open for its first breaths of life. So you can see where it threw all the oil off the chain over there, which I expected. Oil pressure is still up just a tick there. So I think this is going to be a good running machine. Let me mess with this throttle linkage a bit, and if I can get that and an air cleaner hooked up, I'll take this outside and engage the deck and mow a little swath with it and drive this thing and see if it's a L or LI or what it is. So, okay, I'll be back after I do them couple things here. Okay, I stole the... Shut this door so the air's not blowing through and getting you guys. Alright. So I swiped the air filter housing off of the 75 CI. I've adjusted the governor linkage, I think, so it should idle, I think. And I've adjusted the carb. Suppose a bad thing to do, or not a bad thing to do, would be recheck the oil before I get carried away. And the oil is right on the add line. That just goes to show this thing was over full, and this oil filter sucked all that up. I know it's going to be inside the acceptable limits now, so let's crank her up. If she'll sit here and idle, I'll drive it around a little bit and see what happens. We'll try cutting with it then too. Now I get this feeling like the throttle's a little too low. You ever get that feeling like you shouldn't have messed with something maybe? Think I'm there, think I'm there. I might just carry a pair of vice grips and put on that throttle cable for now. Hold on a second. Okay, vice grips out of throttle cable. Take whatever the heck thicker one, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hut, hut. Is it out of gas? No, it's got gas. What do you guys think? It's starting and dying? Does it need choke? Need more RPM. Try a little more RPM? Okay. RPM does not seem to help. So... I have a feeling like this carb needs adjusting a little bit more, maybe. Running off the idle, maybe? See what happens. Act like it's flooding to you guys? I'd say it's definitely a straight. Seems like if you throttle it up, it dies. If you throttle it up, it dies. Almost sounds like it's flooded. Could be a spark plug, maybe. I need a pull strap. Hold on. I'm gonna try pull starting this thing, see what happens. Too stiff with the starter on it. Alright. I need power. One sec. Let's see if this will do it for a one-time start. Well, I guess we're going to be cut short by the rain here. I'll push it back over. Okay, since it's starting to rain here, I'm gonna get some things cleaned up, and then I'll come back to this and see what I can get it to do. It's either a fuel problem or a governor problem or a spark. Almost leaning towards spark.